So what's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer. And yes, we are here with yet another G.I. Joe Classified Series review. And that feels a little more comfortable now to say, after the whole Marvel Legends thing. Wow, that was actually a really good figure. Definitely check that one out if you haven't seen it. But hey, we're here to talk about the G.I. Joe Classified Series Steel Core Troop Building 2-pack. When this came out, when this was announced, I immediately pre-ordered it. Just, hey, it's troop builders. Actually bought two, believe it or not. So I've got a second set floating around here. This is number 95. Very good art here. Awesome art. I love the photography here at the front. It kind of reminds me of the G.I. Joe movie intro. Cobra, Cobra! Yeah, that one. You got the trouble bubbles floating around. The battalions, these look great. We get to see all this awesome gear this comes out with. QR code, which is pretty much useless. And the breakdown here, where we get to see how this is 6.1 inches and 5.9 inches. So this should be interesting because, well, like we just had the range trooper in here. That was 6.3 inches. Just a quick show up here. So these are supposed to be a little on the smaller side. So let's get these guys out of the box and see what all the hubbub is about. But, well, actually, again, this is a whole lot of cool gear, though. This is exciting. So I wanted to show these off first real quick. One, just seeing them in the insert, and yeah, you can already tell they're a little on the smaller side. But one thing I found kind of interesting, we're back to the little clear plastic tabs, not the little rope ties. So I don't know if this was preset before, who knows, but yeah, so the little eco-friendly packaging, this is a little less eco-friendly. Just something to take note of. So putting them side by side, though, they do look good together. They are definitely from the same battalion. They've got their similar gear. I actually kind of like how the shoulder pads here are shoulder armor, which I think is really neat. Proportions are a little interesting, I have to say. Oh, you know what? I said I wasn't going to mention it again. We'll get back to that. But, again, she looks fine. Some things I do want to point out, she does have still has the single jointed elbows, but it's kind of almost reminds me of the Baroness buck. But everything else looks really good. I hope to see this gear again on a female Joe. One of the neat things about the Steel Battalion male trooper is he does joint that'll kind of let him look up. He does have a disc hinge, but the helmet kind of prevents that. So that's our a little basics on the figures. We'll get more of the articulation in a moment. But let's talk about the best part, which is all the gear these guys come with. Oh, look at this pile of goodness. This came in not one, but two bags. And this is fun. We got two jetpacks, which they are solid plastic. These do not feel light. They're pretty solid slugs. Your basic Tampo painting on there. Two colors of plastic for the hoses and the tanks. I could easily take some paint on these and weather them up, and I have no problem doing that myself just to make them a little more unique. These are very nice pieces. We also get with them jet trails, so these can peg right in. Now they are a little on the thin side, do keep note on that, but paint on that. So this is, if there's anything Classified does right, this is with scrap iron. It helps keep that illusion very well. The weapons. Not too bendy on the plastic. I gotta point this one out. So this is probably some of the nicest weapons Hasbro has come out with. They're almost, not saying that they are, but this is one I don't feel I need to replace with Valaverse stuff. This is very well done. Again, a little bit of paint can be put on there if you want. A removable clip. This is the good stuff right here. So this is, if there's anything where the budget went into, it's these weapons. So we got the rifles. The pistol feels pretty solid on here. The pistol does not have a hole for a weapons effect. This rifle did, and we have two effects. I believe these are the same rifles that came with the Valkyries. I'll have to take a look, but we can put two different blast effects in them. These ones are, well, I've got them on here. These blast effects, yes, these are a little more on the floppy side, and these are single color. And got the blast effect going through. That's a little wobbly. That's got me a little scared, not gonna lie. And then we also got the burst fire on here. I guess this will go like this, go like that. Probably the best plastic I've seen for a Joe weapon in quite some time. Gotta give props where props are due. And we got some very nicely painted daggers. We got a pair of them here. You know, I've had a lot of these where it's just single colored plastic. These are nice. And the alternate helmets are very cool as well. Very reminiscent of the Doom Trooper, which I think is very neat. Go ahead and bring her over here. You just plug the jetpack in right there. Slide the knife in. Give her a pistol. Have that go right here in the thigh holster. I'll give her one of these guns in a little bit. Oh, almost forgot. And a suppressor, too. We have a suppressor for the guns. So, and oh, we got two. We got a third rifle here. A sniper rifle. So 3 types of guns. This is an excellent layout, I have to say, and it looks very good. You can make her, you can absolutely deck her out. Ooh. And I almost forgot, got a smoke effect. So smoking rifle effect. There's actually so many I was losing track. So going over the female buck here, double jointed knees, very well toleranced. Gotta say it, these are much better tolerance than the Action Force female bucks. Gotta call it as it is. Those girls are all way too tight for me, giggity, to mess around with. So she has got just the flexibility I like. She does have single jointed elbows, but they do get a lit right at that 90-degree mark. She does have a semi-decent butterfly joint, but the gear does kind of hinder it. The gear itself, very well done. Got the holsters, got the side accessory pouches here. The vest is really nice. Altimeter, tracking device, whatever on here. The regular helmet, pretty neat, with like the heads-up display in there. Really nice. On it looks good. Overall, a very, very solid female figure. Pop the head off, post head on there, and put the regular other female head on there. This does not look bad at all. Almost even more like a ground troop, almost that Halo-esque thing. I'm not sure which one I like better, to be honest. So I honestly feel the entire proportions from shoulder to leg, someone clicked a button wrong and took that scale down just slightly. His arms, look how low they go. Where did I put... Getting the range trooper out here. I just want to show his... First bring his arm down. You know, I take their arms down next to each other. They're about the same size, which is fine. Look at the legs here. Like, his legs are so much smaller. His torso is so much smaller. Look how where the waist is, the crotch level, the shoulder, how the shoulders are. the actual how broad they are. Everything is just a lower scale, and it's not good. I mean, if the arms were a little smaller, I believe that would help. He kind of has like gorilla proportions, unfortunately, and that's really sad because I like a lot of this. This vest, I believe, is scaled for a larger buck, just slightly. That's why it looks loose on him. Butterfly joint, decent, good double elbows on here. Knees bend fine. Got the usual ankle. The coloring is fine. The knee pads are fine. Again, the vest is great, just like on the female. But this... it is very distracting. It kills the toy immersion. And of course, because of that... And backpack goes in there fine. So he's good to go. And he stands fine with it. Yay. This is a real shame. This is an absolute shame. Also, just because since I had the range Viper handy, the jetpack of course fits really well with him. I hope we get to see these jetpacks with a Cobra symbol on them. This is probably one of my new favorite add-ons right now. It is very nice, and I think it would look good with a lot of troops. I should be raving about this set, because it does have a lot that I love about the classified line. I really should. I did have, with her, I mean, she is near perfect. I'm gonna say I had a little trouble getting her to hold the rifle. These hands are a little on the small side, and I could not get her to do a two-handed, hold it two-handed style. Just gotta say that. But overall, I don't hate this figure by far. She's definitely, of the two, the better of the two from her proportions and gear and everything else. This guy though, whoever hit the buttons on him and just shrank his body and legs, it's a damn crime. I mean, I decked him out here. He doesn't look so horrible, but again, compared to a normal G.I. Joe body, he just is so misproportioned. Part of me wants me just to see if I can get all this gear off of him and maybe put it on Falcon, and just to see if I could turn that Falcon into a good figure. Or I've got 2 Ram cycles, maybe take Breaker and turn him into into one of these guys as well. You know, put the vest on and all those pouches and all. Bet you that might not look too bad, to be honest. But regardless, I paid for 2 of them. I should have gotten 2 proper figures. Instead, I'm going to get 1 proper female figure and 1, I hate to say it, just deformed body. It's just not right. Hasbro owes us a 2.0 on this guy. And it's a damn shame, because everything else, it should have been a total clean sweep. It should have been a shoe-in of an awesome figure, because everything else is fantastic. Plenty of accessories. The effects are appropriate. You get more stuff than you normally would, so if this guy was normal, I would say this warrants absolutely the $50 price tag on it. And again, I bought 2, so I don't know, there are other people who do other crazy army building, more crazy army building than I do. So, I can't honestly say solid recommend, just due to the fact of knowing what you're getting into. I mean, buy a couple of her. I mean, the gear is great. If they put these on sale, buy it and get the gear and strip them off this and put it on another army builder figure. Maybe even put it on a Valorverse buck. I have to see if the pegs will fit. The helmets probably won't unless you Dremel them out, because they changed. I think they changed the peg holes just because people were switching them around. But I digress. I mean, I bought mine from Amazon, and you might probably still be able to find them as well. Some people may be canceling them after seeing this, or who knows what else. But let me know your thoughts. That's what the comment section is for down below. Again, pictures are going on hiatus for a little bit. just because I got so much stuff and and it just adds so much time to the reviews. I mean, if you miss them, let me know down there. I'll make sure. I want to do a photograph special video. But as always, until next time, take care. Peace.